set up. Pull up for set up. Pull up for set up.
He's just an amazing guy, man. You know, when the University of Auburn, the first person out of my hood and somebody that I could actually touch and had access to, this man had 3 billboards. I'm saying three billboards into every incoming into Auburn. You could see my partner, you know what I'm saying, on a huge poster, and nobody coming from where we from could ever think about having a billboard, you know. So they just kind of put you into perspective of what kind of guy he was. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's All-American. Actually played in the McDonald's All-American game, and that's what kids are hoping for every day, just to kind of be in those type of environments, man. And he was in it. But again, July 13, 2020, what was it, 13? Yeah, I saw my partner take his last breath, and it's kind of something that I've been dealing with on a day-to-day basis, man. Every single day, every morning, you know, it's just something that I can't get around. And the situation, you know, even though some terrible things happen, the situation was just terrible in itself, man. Especially for me, I can remember when everything happened, I would get calls, or the main thing was, like, I would never in my life forget. The first day I got back from Panama City, which is what is happening, I never forget, man. This guy said, "Hey man, you know they're saying it's your fault."
Wow.
And it kind of threw me for a loop, you know, because I'm saying to myself,
that's the last thing on your mind.
That's the last thing on my mind, man. You know, and this was one of the guys that knew the type of relationship I had with Vi. Everybody that know me know I take a bullet for him. You know what I'm saying? And if there was something that I could do that particular day, in that moment, in that instance, you would have been reading about 2 people instead of 1. So basically meaning, if I could have helped him, if there was any one thing that I could do, I would have put my life on the line for that, you know. And that wasn't the only person that would say, "Man, we heard it was your fault," or if they were there, it was something that they would have done.
So you actually got backlash from your hometown?
I got backlash from my hometown, man. That was one of the most depressing things that I could ever go through, man. That I did go through in my entire, I don't give a damn what it was. That was the most depressing thing that I could have ever went through, man. Yeah.
So on that day, let's get it. How did that day start off?
I get into it, man. Well, it was supposed to be a trip, you know what I'm saying, with his girl, my partner Jason's girl, and my girl. We had been talking about the trip for 2-3 weeks, and you know what I'm saying. You know how guys are. Terrible planners, you know what I'm saying. We told so many lies. Yeah, we got the rooms and stuff set up, everything on go. All we gotta just do is get in the car and go. So the ladies were with it and everything. But we saying to ourselves, like, man, what the hell we gonna do when we get out there, man? We don't even know where we gonna stay. So that morning, and this is a significant event, something that I always think about too, man. I kind of thought it was a sign, but I didn't think about it at the time. Before I left, we were supposed to leave at about 6 o'clock. And I got to the gas station, pumped my gas. When I pumped my gas, I couldn't find my phone. So we ended up hanging around 3 hours after we were supposed to have left, looking for my phone. So boom, that's number 1. Alright, so I said, bump it, man. I just take my little regular BlackBerry, even though I wanted my iPhone so I could take them dope pictures. I said, man, bump it. I just get my BlackBerry or whatever. BlackBerry was alright back then when it was going on.
Yeah,
so
get it right.
Yeah, so y'all don't get too crazy on me. But so yeah, man, we proceeded to go to Auburn, where we were meeting Vot and Tina. Me, Jason and his girl, and me and my girl, we headed out. So me and Jason, we thinking, man, the whole time, man, these girls don't know each other. They're not gonna click, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of mess. You know, so you know how girls are.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when we get to Auburn, man, it was just like everybody just knew each other.
Everybody just knew each other.
They
Bonded just like that.
They just clicked just like that, man. And at the same time, we still saying, "Oh, we gonna swim? No, we gonna stay, bro." You know what I'm saying? They asking each other, "I know we gonna stay." Like, nah, they don't know. You know,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we take off, man. We take off. Panama City, Florida. We get down there. The girls ask, "Where we gonna stay?" We get down there. We don't know now. You feel me?
So y'all went down there blind.
We went down there blind. You know what I'm saying? We called around for hotel, man. One night, man. Hotel $500-$600. We ended up saying bump it. They just go and spend. You know what I'm saying? Go and spend a little cash. You know what I'm saying? I think we spent like $500, man, for that first night or whatever.
Wow.
We was in Destin. So the second night, well, no, that was actually first night, man. We actually had a great time still. Went to this I think it was Joe Crowd Shack. I never forget that place. You know what I'm saying? We went there or whatever, and we ended up leaving. This was one of the funny moments I remember, man. Me and Vite was in the car. Vite had just got a little Cadillac or whatever. Me and him listening to that Jay-Z, but my partner Jason, he had rented a motor scooter. And we were riding, and we trying to figure out, man, where all the traffic at? So we look in the rearview mirror. This cat done rented a scooter. He got the traffic, but he going so slow, traffic backed up for miles. You know what I'm saying? So man, yeah, that was funny. But we down there, man, just having a great time. And that later that night, I know this was one of the moments that I remember also. Vite would tell you, the only time I'm getting in the water is to take a bath. You're not scared of, I'm not getting in the water or whatever. But that night, so everybody know that he can't swim. His girl know he can't swim. I know he can't swim. Partner Jason know he can't swim. But it's 12 o'clock at night, man. This cat is the first one in the ocean. I'm not talking about a public swimming pool. This man is the first one in the ocean. So after that, the thought that he couldn't swim kind of just slipped away, you know, because he was having so much fun. And me personally, I had never seen him that comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He was almost like he was at peace since that first night. So that night passed by, man, and after we leave the ocean that night or the beach or whatever, we go to this club. I mean, it might have been La Villa or whatever, but when we got there, Vite's old lady, Tina, was this guy was in her face, and I never get it. This guy was in her face. So as we were walking in the club or whatever, I hear I'm walking up first. I hear the guy say, "So where your boyfriend at?" He's asking Tina, Vite's girlfriend. So as he's turning, so when he says that, Tina says he right behind you. So when he say that, mind you now, Vite see 8,
turn around,
230, and when the dude turn around, you know what I'm saying? Dude turn around right in their chest. He turned around right in their chest, D. Or whatever, man. So bro broke out, man, my bad, I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? But that was that night. The next morning might have been about 6 o'clock, man, which was the actual day that it happened. Mm-hmm. We ended up going to, when I woke up, I heard a faint little knock at the door. So I'm thinking it was the hotel server or whatever it is, just to come and clean the room or whatever. So I told her we were good. So about another 30 minutes go by, and I hear another little knock at the door. I open the door this time. So when I open the door, it's an iPad showing in the doorway, like, look, and this Vite holding the iPad, like, boy, we got to get out of here, because it has just started raining in Destin by this time. So we pack our stuff and we leave. Once we leave, we go to this place called Broken Egg. Man, I got that place I'll never forget. You know what I'm saying? some of the greatest breakfasts I had ever had. When you talk about when we say Last Supper, this cat really had a Last Supper, man. This man had a big bowl of shrimp and grits, and if you go look on, if you were friends with him, you can go look on his Instagram. He had a big bowl of grits, shrimp and grits, with a piece of toast laying on the side. But that wasn't it. Yeah, a big bowl of grits and shrimp, big waffles, and a big omelet. Greatness. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how he took all that down to this day, D.
Wow.
But he creamed it. So I'm skipping over some stuff too, man. But we ended up going to this La Quinta Inn, and me, him, and Jason were in the car together, and the girls were in the car together. And the whole ride there, the Jay-Z had just came out. I think it was Holy Grail. And he just kept saying, man, I can't wait to marry Tina, man. I gotta get her this big ass ring, so when she get it, dudes gonna be, when they see the ring, they gonna be scared to say something to her or whatever. You know. And once we got to the room, I remember the receptionist saying, Miss Barber, your room is ready. And the lady was speaking to Tina. And I looked back and I seen this giant motherfucker look over there like, yeah, Miss Barber. Yeah, Miss Barber. So take our stuff to the room, man, and we go to the beach. Man, beautiful. Sky clear. It was just perfect for what we had going on. You know, we were just out there vibing, man, just kicking it, you know what I'm saying, taking a break from life and just reflecting on the good that we're doing right now at that moment. You know, once we got to the beach, Tina was laid out with her bathing suit on, and she asked Vot to take a picture of her. And Vot was cleaning up around the area where she was at, making sure that the picture was perfect. And my girl was out, and she tapped me like, yeah, see, he making sure her picture, right? Why you don't do that? And if you my friend on Facebook and Instagram, I kind of took a picture of him cleaning up around the area, and that was like the last picture that he ever took. So the time there, man, it was probably we didn't do a whole lot, but it was the best time that I had ever had. You know what I'm saying? I was with my partners. We was just chilling, you know what I'm saying? So we get out into the water, and there's a picture that I have too, man. A lot of people haven't seen. He always told people that he was afraid of the water. And I was taking a picture of my partner Jason, and off in the far, you could kind of see Vot just standing back, and you know what I'm saying, like he just in the water. But mind you, this is a guy that said, I will not get into the water unless I'm taking a shower. But here he is in this picture. He's standing off in the ocean by himself. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like, man, like it was a breath of fresh air for him. So we get out there, man, and the water, again, he's 6'8", so the water is probably right at his thigh or whatever. And we got there just cooling, man, just talking, and the girls on the beach taking pictures, you know, doing what ladies do, man, trying to get their photo shoots or whatever. And we were out there just kicking it, man, no worries at all. And I remember we were going back to the beach. The water got kind of a little rocky, you know what I'm saying? But me, I'm a swimmer, so I kind of know what to expect, or I know what to do in certain situations. All right, so we go back to the beach. So I kick it there for a second, and Vot and Jason come back to the beach. We kick it for a second, chill out with the ladies or whatever, and Jason and Vot was saying, man, I'm finna go back, let's go back and kick it in the water. So I'm like, man, nah, y'all go ahead. You know, if you know those two, you know they gonna have something to say. Man, you came all the way down, you came all to Panama City to lay out on the beach. What you trying to do, get a tan? You know what I'm saying? They cracking all kind of jokes on me or whatever. But they end up going out there and they say, man, come on with me. Come on with us. I said, nah, man, y'all go ahead. So they asked me, come on, man. So I finally got up and went out. I never forget. First, I walked to like the edge of the beach, like right where the water could just come up on my feet or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I remember just letting the water roll up on my feet, and I looked down. I kind of got like a bad feeling, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know what to expect or take from that feeling. So again, invite and Jason, man, come on out here. So I go out there. All right. We out there talking, playing around, you know what I'm saying? I tell them, man, they go back. So again, you know, man, we out here, we vibing, man, we vibing. So we out there just cooling some more, you know what I'm saying? We take a few more steps out. And again, I said, man, they go back. Man, you tripping, man, you a punk, man. You all the way down here in Panama City, want to go kick it on the beach. So we took a few more steps. 5 or 10 minutes went by, and we were talking or whatever, just playing and just talking about life, man. Just talking about how far we came and, you know what I'm saying, where we want to go and how we were going to get there. But yeah, we just talking about life, man. Just, you know, trying to figure out how we were going to get to our certain destinations in life, you know, to where we felt like we should be. But a few more minutes passed by, and again, I said, hey, let's go back. But by the time I was saying, let's go, there was a huge wave that was, you know what I'm saying, was coming. I knew it was coming, but again, you know what I'm saying, we just thinking it's just a wave or whatever. But freaking wave could have been out of a movie or something. So at that point, when I saw the wave coming, you know, I kind of got worried just a little bit because I did know that I couldn't swim. So at the first one hit, I went under and I came back up. So my initial thought was about it. I saw him and I saw him kind of staggering out there. But by the time he's staggering, there's another wave coming. And again, these waves could be something out of a freaking a horror film. The first wave, when the first wave hit, it was so high. My partner Jason, he was on top of the crest of the wave. You know what I'm saying? If you know about wave, the top part of the wave is called the crest. He was all the way at the top. And at the time, I thought it was funny because I saw the look on his face. I said, man, you scared, boy? But at the corner of my eye, I saw Vite out there staggering. So the second wave was coming. And I knew, you know what I'm saying, at that point that it was going to be, something was about to happen. So on the second wave, the wave hit me and it hit Jason. We go under. And if you know about waves again, before a wave comes, there has to be an undertow. That wave is made from the undertow from the shore. So all of the water from the shore rolls up and it rolls from the bottom. So when the undertow was coming, he's not a swimmer, so he doesn't know to don't fight it, just go with it. And the undertow was pulling him further and further away. So by this time, you know what I'm saying, I know he was in trouble and the second wave was coming. So when the second wave hit, I go under and I go back out again. First thing I'm looking for is Vite. I don't see him initially, but he pops back out of the water. And this is something that I struggle with on a daily basis because I still don't know, you know, what that face meant. You know, he jumped out of the water. You know, I don't know if he was kind of saying that, you know, this is it, or, you know, could somebody help me? And that's probably why I've been able to keep my sanity, because throughout this whole, entire time, I never heard him scream. I never heard him ask for help. If I had just heard him screaming or asking for help, and me not being able to help him, I probably would have wanted to do something to myself. You know what I'm saying? Afterwards, so that kind of kept me sane. You know, knowing that he didn't struggle a lot. So after he popped back out of the water and it went down, you know what I'm saying, that was it. And I can remember walking back to the shore, you know, saying that, you know, my best friend, my brother, he gone. And I'm screaming for help, you know what I'm saying, help, help, help. And by this time, his girlfriend, Tina, sees myself and Jason walking back to the beach. But Vita, he's not there. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine you seeing your significant other out there having the time of his life, and in a split second, you know what I'm saying, it's gone. He's not there. So the first thing she said, where's Vite? Where's Vite? Where's Vite? And I'm in like a state of shock. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Still saying, man, my partner. So we get back to the shore, and the girls are still in like disarray. They still don't know what's going on. So Tina runs back out in the water, and if she takes 2 or 3 more steps out in the water, she's gone too. You know, so I had to run back out there, and I had to grab her and carry her on my shoulder back to the beach. You know, and after all that happened, that still wasn't the toughest part. You know what I'm saying? The toughest part was me having Tina call his mom and his dad, you know what I'm saying, John Lewis and Sim. And they were hysterical. Tina was hysterical. And they wanted to know what happened. You know, Tina wasn't out there, so she can't tell them what happened. So of course, I have to be the one to tell them what happened. You know, when she gave me the phone the first time, I just couldn't gather myself to tell this guy's parents that he's gone. You know what I'm saying? And this is my best friend. This is my brother. They know how we rock. They know how we roll. And for me, that was kind of the most disturbing thing. Me having to go back home without him.
Man. So how you feeling now, man?
Well, you know, doing stuff like this kind of helps me cope with a whole lot. You know, being able to talk about it. It's still something that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I wake up, that's one of the first things that I think about. That day replays in my head every single day. It don't matter what day it is, I relive those moments on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? But this is what kind of keeps me sane. I can talk about it. I can let people know, you know, how I'm feeling, and it's a tough situation for anybody to go through. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like I'm one of the chosen ones. You know, God chose me. The Creator chose me to have to go through this stuff. You know, and you know, dealing with VOT, that wasn't the only thing that I've been through in the last, let's just say, 5 years since that. You know, a couple months after I watched him take his last breath, I watched Miss Nola died right there in my hands. You know what I'm saying? I held her in my arms as she took her last breath. 3 months after that. You know? And not just that, you know, I did promotions for Pepsi, man. I'll never forget, I was in North Carolina, and a couple of months after that, I was getting ready to wrap up one of my gigs, and as I'm leaving out, a lady fall right next to me, man, and she had a heart attack. I laid there with her for 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? She cried in my arms because she thought I was a guardian angel.
Wow.
Just think about that, man. And life throws us curveballs, but if you built for it, even though it hurts, you know what I'm saying, you still manage to get through it. So even though all of this stuff has happened to me, I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate the good Lord for putting me through everything that He put me through. I want my people to be back. You know what I'm saying. I want my partner back, but most importantly, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate God for trusting me and trusting me to be able to handle every single thing that He throwing at me. I done seen it all. You can't throw nothing at me that I ain't ready for. So that's how I know I'm gonna win. I'm saying that's the type of attitude that you have to have. Whatever you bring to me, I'm with it. And that's how I know I'm gonna win. Built to win. You know. But where I'm at now, man, I'm just trying to get to the next phase of my life. You know, we all go through phases, and I'm just trying to get to the next spot. You know, I know wherever it is, it's greatness that's awaiting. You know, it's waiting on me, but I gotta figure out how to get there. Man, every single day that I wake up, man, I'm spending all my time. I ain't wasting no time. Ain't got no small talk. All of my time is spent on trying to figure out how to get to the next level. Trying to figure out how to create generational wealth for my family. Trying to figure out how to create wealth for my kids' kids. I don't have a 5-year plan or 10-year plan. I got a 100-year plan. You know what I'm saying? So my plan is to make sure that my kids' kids can benefit off of what I'm doing. You know, so
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So Bruce, I like that you got, you know how you say with the 100-year plan and all that. What's next for Bruce?
What's next for me, man? I'm gonna get my own gym. You know, I'm not even gonna say.
Move.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say. I'm hoping for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for it, but I know it's given. It ain't no if, it's when. You know, if you know anything about basketball and you know anything about trainers, gyms don't like for trainers to be, you know, to come in their gym because they feel like, oh, the trainer's making money or whatever the reason may be. Man, I done been kicked out. I've been kicked out of so many gyms. It's hard to come across a gym around here, especially, you know what I'm saying, where we're from. Nobody wants to cooperate with me because they think I'm doing, they feel like I'm trying to outshine them or take their spotlight. But when I'm just trying to help, I'm trying to help everybody, man. You know, especially the kids. I can give a damn what the grown-ups do, you know, but I got to make sure I put some kids into some positions to, you know, get outside of that box.
I like that. So when it's all said and done, in A1Skills, do you see yourself passing A1Skill on?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said, this is what I'm doing. Everything that I do is for my family. You know what I'm saying? My kids. This is something that I want my son to be able to come and run. You know, I want my daughter to be able to have a piece of this pie. I do not want my kids to have to go out and beg for a job. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I want to create something for them. The creators, man, they're gonna be the ones that's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? The big companies, they gonna crumble. They've been around for so long. The creative minds are gonna be the ones that's gonna make the world turn. If you're a robot and you wanted to do the normal, then you know you're gonna get normal results. But if you're creative and you want more things, then you know what I'm saying, the sky's the limit for you, man. Shoot for the star, you land on the moon.
I like that. Man. It's been a long, but I think it was needed.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I appreciate you. I think I'm gonna have to take you out to eat or something. I appreciate you coming through, man, sitting down with me, man, opening up, you know what I'm saying? Opening up about some hard stuff that you've been living with, you know what I'm saying? And this the first time you really spoke on it, right?
Oh, yeah, the first time I spoke on it publicly, you know.
Publicly, why?
Yeah,
okay.
the people who in my circle and the people who need to know, You know, I think I kind of I speak about it with them, but as far as publicly, this is the first time and probably the only time I will ever address this again. You know what I'm saying? That's specifically for you. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man. I really, man. Like I said, when you came to me at first and said that you wanted to do it, I was like, man, you know, it was an honor, but it still was something that I went through as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know where I was when the news came out about the situation. I was a youngster. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I really appreciate you coming through to pull up a Shut Up TV. You ain't never got to shut up when you're in my, you already know that.
Yeah.
Lastly, my man, look into the camera, man, and just tell these folks something, man. Give them some motivation of stepping out. You know what I'm saying? Stepping out your comfort zone.
Oh yeah.
To chase your dream, to live your dream. They ain't got to go clock in.
Oh,
They
yeah.
clock in on their own time. And we ain't trying to push nobody out no plant. If they feel they comfortable making money that way, just look in this camera right now, Bruce, and let them know it's more out there.
Oh
man.
yeah, man. It's definitely more out there. You know what I'm saying? You can't. What we tend to do is we tend to believe what other people tell us about ourselves. And just for an example, you know, I use my mother as an example. She gonna kill me for that, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. I remember when I first thought about being a trainer. You know, I took that to my mom. I'm like, Mom, man, I want to be a basketball trainer. You know, the first thing my mama told me was, boy, ain't nobody around here gonna pay for you to train them. You know, at the time, I was like, dawg, Mama, you just gonna shit on my dream like that? But I had to also consider that these were my dreams, these were my visions, and she couldn't see that at that moment. You know, if she could see what I was seeing without it even actually happening, maybe she wouldn't make that comment. But I have to say that A1Skills was built out of those type of situations. You know what I'm saying? People telling me that, boy, you can't do this. I don't fault my mama for that. You know what I'm saying? I actually appreciate it because she put some fire in my ass. You know, I was working at Blue Cross and Blue Shield at the time, and it was a pretty decent job. Again, decent job. You know what I'm saying? And I would just sit back at the desk, and I would spend most of my time writing out my plans for A1Skills. I spent a small, minute of time focusing on what they had going on. And just one day, you know, I was just like, you know what, man, this ain't, it's not for me. You know, like you said, some people, you know, they comfortable with just going to work and just doing the living in normality. But that wasn't for me. So I just quit my job, you know, and it was rough. I kind of said that if I can just weather the storm, then I can get through anything. I literally, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if you know it, with the people that's close to me, man, for almost 2 years, I lived out of my trunk for A1Skills. You know what I'm saying? I had everything that I owned other than my kids. I had all of my clothing, I had everything in sacks and plastic sacks and in bags in my trunk. And I remember pulling up on my partner Lil, like, bro, what you got? You got everything in on you, bro? I was like, yeah, man. But he understood. You know, so you gotta step out on faith, man. If you want something that's outside of what you've been seeing on a day-to-day basis, then you're gonna have to step outside of your comfort zone. Me, I'm like the fly. You know what I'm saying? I live in chaos. I can't live in comfortable environments. I need noise. I need some complex things. I need challenges. So if it's not challenging me, and if it's not pushing me to be the greatest being that I can be, and I'm not gonna be interested in it. And that's something I'm teaching my kids, and not just my kids, but everybody that comes to me. You don't have to do what everybody else wants you to do. You don't have to forget about your dreams because somebody else doesn't understand them. They're never gonna understand it because, man, your brain, you can only see the movies that are playing in your brain. Like me, man, I see my life 5 years down the road right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think I got a gift. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about what people say. You know, step outside of the norm and be who you feel like you need to be. Your parents don't know what you need to be. Of course, they're your parents, but they don't know your life. They don't know your vision. I'm not saying disrespect them, but just keep in mind that you are you, and what is for you is for you. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that, man. Like I said, once again, man, I really appreciate you coming through, man. Putting everything out. I mean, from what you done been through in life, your highs and your lows, you know what I'm saying? All of that, like I said, Brewster, man, A1Skills, man, I salute everything you got going on. I'm from here. I'm behind the camera, but I'm from here too.
oh, yeah.
And like I said, I appreciate you one more time, man. Sign out for these folks, man.
Hey, check it out, man. Come see my boy Passion. You know what I'm saying? That first and foremost. My man do great work. You know what I'm saying? He's the man, the myth, and the legend. So if you need work, come see my man. And I appreciate him for giving people like me a platform to use my voice. You know, I seen interviews that he's done with people that probably would never have a voice if you weren't around. This camera, what you got right here, this whole setup that you got, man, you know, people from where we from, man, they like the Springer Show. You know what I'm saying? You know, this big time stuff, man. So I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing exactly what you doing, man. You know, it may not seem like it now, but you gonna change a whole lot of what's going on around here, man. Not just around here, but you're gonna change the dynamics of the country. You know what I'm saying? We from the country, but you're going to put us on a broad spectrum, man. So I appreciate you, bro.
I salute you, my man.
Yeah, man. All the time, bro.
We out.
It's up.